What's up? It's Kyle Moore here on the fourth quarter cast. Want to welcome to the show. First podcast ever set up by my man Crap Man, J Capizito. I'm in his bedroom actually right now. Don't take that the wrong way. Just looking out the window, beautiful view in Youngstown, Ohio. So, on the fourth quarter cast, we're going to be talking about all the hot topics in the NBA. From your team, my team, and your mama's team. All right. So let's get down to business. First of all, NBA season is beginning soon. Whew. I'm so excited. I love football, but basketball is where it's at. Always entertaining. Gets my blood flowing. My heart beating fast. I get nervous. So just talk about the excitement of the NBA season. We have the Cavaliers looking for revenge, have Tristan Thompson, contract disputes. You have the Warriors coming off a championship year, playing beautiful team basketball. You have the revamped Clippers. When I say revamped, I mean revamped. I mean bringing in 13 new players. I mean, that's ridiculous. So, NBA is looking good, and obviously, my main man, Kobe Bryant is back. He's back in the NBA after 3 seasons of struggles with injuries. So hopefully, this is going to be a good season all around. We're going to have the drama. We're going to have the excitement, the buzzer beaters, the posters, the ankle breakers, all the season. Can't wait. So, like I said, hopefully the Lakers have a great season. As a Laker fan, I hope that every freaking year, no matter how bad we are or how bad we've been the last 3 years. So the Lakers have a lot of young talent. Obviously, draft pick D'Angelo Russell, great pickup, I think. Having a guard that can handle the ball, dish it, has a very high IQ. Kobe is multiple times compliment his IQ, but I think this kid is a game changer. You have Jordan Clarkson, who had a great end of the season. Excuse me. I think had a great end of the season. He blossomed on a sucky team. It's very hard to blossom on a bad team, but he did great. Had a breakout season. Made all NBA first rookie team, which is great. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Julius Randle last year because he got hurt first game. So excited to see him. Looks like he's going to play a 3 this year, which is kind of surprising because he doesn't have a jump shot, but there's a lot of threes in the league that are slashers and just get to the basket at will. And I think he has that ability. Probably one of the most versatile players on the Lakers right now. And then you have Kobe, obviously. Kobe, the Black Mamba. No matter how old he gets, he gives people hope. He gives me, a Laker fan in Youngstown, Ohio, hope that the Lakers will be, again, on top of the hill, even though that's just not possible right now. But I want to discuss the possibility of the Lakers making the playoffs. Yes. I said it. The Lakers making the playoffs. I don't want to hear it because we have dominated this league since birth. From George Mikan to now, we have dominated. So, don't want to hear it. I think the Lakers, obviously, I think they have enough young talent to make the playoffs. I'm not saying they make a deep run. I'm not saying championship. No, I'm not saying it. Kobe's probably saying that. I'm not saying it. So, I think the Lakers not easily. The West is always hard, but I think they have a chance, a very slight chance of making the playoffs. With the young talent they have, I think they can make a run. There are some West teams at the bottom there, the bottom feeders I like to call them, that contend for 8th spot every year. Lately, it's been the Suns. You have Sacramento now with Rondo. I think they can make a run. DeMarcus Cousins with a new attitude now. You have teams like the Jazz who are coming up. Gave the Lakers a tough time last night in the preseason game in Hawaii. But Kobe only played first quarter. So that gives us hope. Anyway, I think it's teams like that you have to beat out for that eighth spot, and also the reigning eighth spot, I guess. The Pelicans with Anthony Davis, I think another bottom feeder that is contending for that eighth spot. And the eighth spot is always tough every year in the West. In the East, if we were in the East, I wouldn't even have a problem. I'd say we're probably gonna make playoffs this year. But that's not the case. So I think the West, you're always contending for that eighth spot because teams like the Spurs, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Thunder are always going to make it. Even though the Thunder didn't make it last year, but now they have Kevin Durant. So I think teams like that are always going to make it. But now you have a team like Portland, who's made it the last 4 years without doubt, drop. They don't have their starting five. They just had Damian Lillard now. So they're in a rebuilding process. So I think they have a chance. I mean, so I just named Portland, Lakers, Pelicans, Suns, Jazz, Sacramento. That's 7 teams. 7 teams that could contend for the 8th spot. And I would probably put the Lakers, just because they have the Black Mamba, at the number 2 spot. Just because Anthony Davis is a monster, future star, future superstar. I think he's going to take over this league eventually. But I think because the Black Mamba, he can get us there. He can will us there. I mean, he did it in 2013 with, I don't know how that even came to that point. You have Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol, Steve Nash. I mean, I don't know how that's possible, but it happened. And he willed us there, got us there, got to the playoffs. I mean, we got swept, but just the fact that we made it and you knew Kobe is still Kobe. He reminded people that he can still do what he's done for the last 20 seasons. All right. So, I know there's some Laker haters out there, especially some Boston folk. I got a chance to visit Boston this summer. You guys are great, but don't yell out Lakers fans over here because you might get attacked. Got a little few words from a couple Celtics fans, but it's okay. That's passion. So I think the Lakers definitely could make a run for the 8th spot. I'm not saying they will make it, but they have a lot of talent. Lou Williams, Nick Young coming off the bench, I think they are a very big key. And now you have Roy Hibbert, a guy that I think they've been missing for a while since Andrew Bynum. You had it 1 year with Dwight Howard, but now you have a guy to plug the middle and make shots a lot harder than they were. You know what I mean? So I think Roy Hibbert is a great addition. He has struggled in Indiana for the last 2 years just because, people just saying he's soft, he doesn't work hard enough. But I think with the Mamba, in the equation, he'll work hard and he wanted to get it done. And I think Roy Hibbert can return to that, getting 15-10 a night. I think that's what they need, especially with, not having Jordan Hill this year, which I don't know how they let that one go, but, not having Jordan Hill this year, but, you have a guy like Robert Sacre, who's a hard worker, works around the glass. You have Tariq Black, who's shown some good stuff in preseason, even in training camp. He just showed some great stuff. And also, you have Julius Randle, 6'8", but he's undersized. But you have a lot of guys these days playing 6'8" power forward. You have Blake LeBron, he's 6'8", playing power forward. So I think they have a lot of young talent and a lot of things that, if they go the right way, they could make a run for that 8th spot. So next, we're going to be talking about this new playoff format. So if you haven't heard, new playoff format, the best records will be determining where they're seated. Before, if you won your division, you could be seated no lower than 4. That's what happened with Portland last year. Won their division and were given the 4th spot. Although the Spurs and the Memphis Grizzlies had a better record at 55 wins. So they changed that. So I think that's a great idea. I think that will give a lot of teams a chance to not always focus on winning the division. A lot of people have those banners hanging up of we won the division. No championship banners, but they have division banners. Now, those really have no significance. So if you win the division, it doesn't matter. If I have a better record than you, tough luck. You sit at the bottom. But I mean, things like that, and you wouldn't had the great series that you had with the Spurs and Clippers. But to be fair, the Spurs should not have been in that position. Going from the third spot to the sixth spot, that's just ridiculous. So forced to play Clippers, which was a great series, but now that the best records matter, be a little bit more fair. Give teams that should have a home court advantage, and give teams that should be playing not a less talented team, but a team that they have a better chance of beating. Give them a chance to advance in the playoffs. Also, the finals will be different. A lot more rest for the players. So a team like the San Antonio Spurs, that is every year after year, called an old team. This is their last year, their last run. They always find a way to get it done. Now with the LaMarcus Aldridge, rest only helps. So teams that make it to the finals will have more rest in between games, which is great. But it's not great for the fans simply because you have to wait so long for the series to be over to see the next great game. So it's positive and negatives, but more positive than negative. You will see a fresh, bunch of guys out every time for each team, which is great. And honestly, it will help players recover better. And, especially LeBron fans, he has chronic cramps, so him resting his body, give him a chance to hydrate and whatnot, will be great. Same thing with Spurs. Those old legs need to recover. Can't recover as quickly. So now, with this new finals format, it'll be great to see fresh legs out there every night. Can't really use tiredness as an excuse, especially teams that go in the conference finals and go to Game 7 while the other conference went to 4 games. So everyone has a good, probably pretty much the same amount of rest, which is great for the game and for the sport. But again, like I said, you don't want to wait a week just to watch the next game. So it's going to be, I think it's 5 to 7 days in between games. So you're going to have to wait, but it'll be well worth it. You'll see a fresh set of legs out there for both teams, and you'll see a good game, hopefully. So this is the worst part of the show. I have to go. So hope you enjoyed the first Kyle Moore podcast, the fourth quarter cast. For 3. But please, if you want more information, if you want to listen to this podcast more, you want to see me more, you want to see what my face looks like, even though my voice is sexy as, can't say a word on podcast. I want to keep it clean here. So if you want to see me more, you want to hear more about me, know more about me, please follow my Twitter page at More Kyle, please. Last name Moore, Moore, Kyle, Kyle. Please, More Kyle, please get it. You see what I did there? Because you want more of me, and I'm giving you more. Okay. Anyway, and if you want to see this face, you want to see how I live my life, please follow me on Instagram at even More Kyle, please, because I'm not going to explain it. So, please follow me. Also, I have a game tonight, 7 o'clock, LCAA, Calvin Center, Youngstown, Ohio. Your boy's going to be balling, playing for money. Wish me luck. Love you guys. Thank you for listening to the first fourth quarter cast. I'm Kyle Moore. Peace.